this segment of Went Off, we start with running back from Winchester in Indiana, Sweet Keontae Innes, who led the nation with 466 yards on 28 carries and 6 touchdowns in Week 6 victory over Union City. He also threw for 11 yards and a TD. On the season, Sweet Keontae has rushed for 1,947 yards and 31 TDs through 6 games and 134 carries.
Yeah, he did go off. And speaking of going off, we're heading to the state of Michigan. Raekwon Glenn was a beast in their 28-13 win against Kalamazoo Central last weekend. He hauled in 17 grabs for 338 yards and 3 scores. He went off.
Trey Tinsley of El Toro in California had himself a game, completing 35 of 55 passes for 548 yards and 4 touchdowns. And he needed all of them as they only won 34-33 against Trabuco Hills.
All right, we're going back to Cali. Cathedral City running back Orlando Wallace ran the ball 32 times for 442 yards and 7 TDs in a Week 5 68-55 victory. He went off. All right, speaking of going off, we're going to our national football editor, Steve Spiewak, as he goes off each and every week here on Friday Night Live, and he's got a freshman to talk about. And Steve, this freshman went off, and he goes off a lot.
He's certainly playing like no freshman. Thanks, Steve. We're talking about Ricky Slade, 9th grade running back from Hilton High School in Woodbridge there in Northern Virginia. 2 weeks ago, he rushed for 5 touchdowns, and last week, he absolutely went off, carried the ball 25 times for 191 yards and 5 scores. He also caught 5 passes for 98 yards and 2 additional touchdowns, and his 8th score of the game, a 92-yard kickoff return. Overall, he had 381 all-purpose yards, and his 8 touchdowns were a school and county record. Guys, he's going up against some very impressive competition there, going up against some 6A schools in the Woodbridge area that have produced the likes of top recruits Deshaun Hand and Jonathan Allen, that caliber of talent. Very, very special season so far for Ricky Slade, and I have to say that he is right now the favorite for National Freshman Player of the Year honors.
Well, that list of National Player of the Year honors has been a good one over the last few years, so him being right up there and even the talks about it means a lot.